Good early evening, everybody. It's Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. Just want to say a quick hello and just a reminder that it is Saturday and we're going to have our Saturday Night Live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So if any of you guys have some free time and you want to join in, so it'll be 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have a live. We can chat, talk about what's going on here. And I just want to show you a little evidence. And yes, this really does happen. Please, naysayers. This has happened so many times. Drones fly over my property, and they did it early this morning, and they browned out my grass. Let me show you how they burn it. This is in front of the nonprofit cat building. I mean, it's so obvious, right? Here, look. This is what it's supposed to look like. And this is what they did. And then they did it over here, a little bit over here. They did it over here, and over here, and all over here, because this is where I walk, right? So they did it over here too. But they deliberately caused the grass to die out, either by pouring chemicals, kerosene, slime mold, which they dropped from the sky. At first I thought that they were doing it, you know, with boots on the ground, but I realize that it's the drones that I'm seeing over the property at night. So let me show you here too. So it's being deliberately scorched, and we all know that they can use a directed energy weapon to do this. And you want to say hi, guys? Say hello? You want to say hi? Say, it's cold out. It's going to drop into the upper 20s tonight. I had to plug in some water bowls because the water's been freezing. And I want to show you what they continue to do to my Chase Lounge. And thank you for the 2 individuals that said that you contacted or wrote to our sheriff, Jackson County Sheriff Daniel Isaacs, here in McKee, Kentucky. I will post again his email address, mailing address, and phone number. And tell him you want to know why he's permitting in this town people to harass me continuously. Dead animals in my mailbox, driveway. Not sending people over to photograph the vandalism that's taken place here. No, I don't want to show you. And this is what I think it was last year I called this in. And he never sent anyone here to take a report or photograph it. So I'm just going to walk over there really quickly. I'm on my way to the Cats building because it is that time of the night. It gets really dark here quickly. But I'll show you back. This is where I found the dead possum last week or the week before. So let me go back here. Now this is an outbuilding. This is a huge, you can see it's a huge outbuilding. I keep straw in here. The birds like to hang out here. They hang out here in the winter. Here's this county creek. So this is what they did last year. It wasn't like this when I moved here. It was not like this when I moved here, and this was deliberate. This is called an underpinning. It's expensive, difficult to install. And they did this, and actually they keep making these holes bigger and bigger. Imagine vandalizing somebody's property like this. So I'll show you here, look. And here. And then what they did is they start chopping away at the wood. Let me show you here. And they want to make it appear as if it's being done by an animal or an insect, but that's not happening. That's not what's happening here. And you can see all the rock over here. This is all the rock that has fallen from the creek that's now clogging this section. And Judge Gabbard was supposed to clean all this up, never did. And then I have people coming here at night, and this is what they did. They're using either a directed energy or a pick. And look at what, you see that line? They're digging that up. Just the way they're digging behind my house. This is to cause a slip. This is to cause an environmental problem. This is to cause a problem for me. This is to prevent the property from selling. Oh, and let me tell you what else happened. Here, look at what they've done. They have dug underneath. And you could see all the rocks sticking out. What happened to all the dirt? They took it. They stole all the dirt. This is what they've done. Let me show you here. And they're here every night doing this, by the way. You see? Let me zoom in so you can see exactly what they're doing here. They're excavating my landscape. They're excavating the support walls. And a perp just drove by. They're excavating to cause problems here. Look at this. You see all that rock? They dug all the soil out. All the soil has been removed. They've used a pick or something. You see that? Look at that. It goes on and on. They're just digging out the entire bank because they want this to collapse. They want this to fall in to flood my property. That's their goal. Their end game is to flood my property. I can't tell you how many times I have been here this year removing these rocks because somebody keeps taking them, the big ones, and sticking them in the water here to prevent the water from flowing. Some of these rocks are supposed to be up here, but you can see what they're doing. Look at this. They're digging up my whole property. Look. They're removing the rock. They're throwing it in the creek. They're digging it up. You can tell because there's no foliage. There's no moss. But anyway, so I went into my Zillow listing today. Now, I don't go into my listing often. I set it up, I create it. If it needs to be edited, which I'm going to edit the description, I go to my listing and it says that it's off market. I never did that. So I sent a message to Zillow. I said, I want to know who placed my listing off market. My listing has been for sale by owner, and it will be for sale by owner at least through May when my agreement with them expires. They contacted me immediately to verify that it was my house. And it's appalling. I don't know how long it's been like that. I don't know how long Zillow has said that my property was off market. I'm wondering if the last listing agent who I was going to work with, who, by the way, decided she wasn't going to list my house. This was when I was waiting to update my listing. They told me a lot of false things about when I started to list with them. They didn't tell me that I needed to upload the photos in the correct order, so they were not in the correct order. Then they told me that I had to put the total tillable land. Well, I don't know the actual amount. I only know what my acreage is. So then she said, oh, well, put anything. And I know you can't do that. If you're listing something for sale, and you're listing the dimensions or you either put 0 or you know the correct amount. You know, so they were misadvising me on some things. And then, of course, I had some issues here. And by the time I got back to them, they said, oh, well, we don't think we're going to list your house anymore. We're just canceling the agreement. I said, you can't do that. I said, I have an agreement with you through For Sale by Owner. For Sale by Owner was shocked. But I'll just give you a shout out to, her name is Donna Mink. Mink Realty. Just canceled my listing. That's right, just canceled my listing. What it is a discount realtor. I've never worked with a discount realtor before or how they operate. And basically what it is they'll place you on the MLS and they'll do like a minimal amount of work. You have to sign all their agreements, create your own listing. It was very time consuming, like 2 hours. And all these discount brokers have different listing requirements. So I finally completed it, and it looked horrible. I was absolutely shocked that they put one of my sheds as the primary image. One of my old sheds here as the primary image. I said, I didn't like the listing at all. She said, well, you know, once it's listed, you can't change the pictures. I said, well, I don't like this. So she gave me a link to go into it to change it. So I was in the process of changing my photos, placing them in the order that they're supposed to be. And then I get an email from her that she just canceled my listing. So I'm wondering if during that time she grabbed hold of my Zillow and that's what happened. But yeah, so I went into Zillow today and it showed that my house was off market. I had no idea who did it, how long it's been that way, but I put it back on. But anyway, gotta get my cats together here. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm a little out of breath. I'm actually very angry, very furious. Very frustrating day. Very frustrating. But thank you to the 2 people that wrote to the sheriff. I did not receive, one of you said that you sent me a copy of it. I didn't receive the copy. My email address is alternativehomesteading@gmail.com. So you could send it there. And so I'll look forward to seeing some of you guys at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. And I'll talk to you later.